All right. All right. So good afternoon or good night. Good night. Good evening, everyone. So today we will have our instructional design report. Before we proceed to that, we'll have a mini icebreaker first. So medyo nakita na natin yung sagot, pero can anyone identify this animal first? Sorry, I can't check po yung chat box. Kindly speak out na lang po. Anyone po?
Elephant.
Elephant? Wrong? Any other answers po? Sa tingin niyo po, what's this animal?
Butterfly po.
Butterfly. I think nakita ni ma'am. So, first one, this is butterfly. So, elephant mixture siya ng, ano to? Butterfly mixture siya ng elephant. Alright, so next one, sa tingin niyo po, what animal is this? Anyone po?
Cat.
Cat? I can't remember. Any other answers po? Sagot dito.
Penguin.
Penguin. Alright, so let's have two answers lang po per a slide. So first, oh, cat. I think nakita to ni ma'am. Alright. So next one, what animal is this?
Tarsier.
Any guess?
Tarsier.
Tarsier. Other answer po. Let's have two each picture.
Koala.
Sorry. Koala. Alright. So the obvious answer po is koala, pero let's check kung ano talagang animal to. So, owl. Owl siya. Mixture siya ng koala and owl. Alright? So, what animal is this?
Seahorse.
Seahorse? That's the obvious answer. But sa tingin nyo, ano kaya yung mixture niya or hybrid? Let's bigyan ko kayo ng clue. Prehistoric animal. What do you think, guys? Alright, so I think wala nang sasagot. So basically, it's a dinosaur. Alright? So I'll give the floor to Doc for the introduction of the topic.
Okay, thank you so much, sir, for your games, no? Okay, so instructional design is the process of systematically creating educational experiences that are effective, efficient, and engaging. Take note ha, effective, efficient, and engaging. Before, ano lang nung time namin, nung bago akong teacher, effective and efficient will do, no? Ngayon, and engaging. So at the heart of instructional design are key principles that guide how learning experiences are structured, ensuring they meet learners' needs and educational goals. Now, these principles are important not just for professional instructional designers, no, but for anyone involved in teaching or training. So understanding and applying these principles helps in creating learning experiences that are meaningful, engaging, and lead to measurable improvements, no, in learners' skills and knowledge. One of the fundamental principles of instructional design is learner-centeredness. Ganun na ngayon, di po ba? And these principles emphasizes the importance of understanding learners' needs, backgrounds, and experience when designing educational content. Kaya kailangan natin ng pre-assessment sa ating mga learners. Instruction should be tailored to the learner's prior knowledge skills. No? Take note ha, learner's prior skills and knowledge. No? Prior knowledge, skill levels, motivation, and learning preferences. No? I believe by considering the learner as the focal point of the instructional process, no, educators can make learning more relatable, accessible, and relevant, ultimately improving engagement, and outcomes. Another key principle is clear learning objectives. Kaya po, kung kayo po ay author ng books, we are always advised na dapat mayroon tayong learning objectives. No? Because defining clear, sabi lagi natin yan, SMART, di po ba? Measurable and specific learning objectives is critical in instructional design. Objectives act as a roadmap for both the learner at sa atin na teacher, providing clarity on what is expected to be achieved by the end of the learning process. So, because the objectives helps guide the content, activities, and assessment, ensuring that every element of the instruction is aligned and purpose-driven. Without clear objectives, learners may struggle to understand what is important or why they are doing certain activities. And to give us more details about the topic, let us all welcome our presenter. Go ahead.
All right. So thank you for that, Doc. So let's deep dive with this particular topic. So next one. So just like Doc said, we'll have this different types of instructional design. We have ADDIE model, SARMR model, and universal design of learning. All right. So first thing, we will discuss about the ADDIE model. Basically, guys, kapag sinabi natin ADDIE model, it composed of analysis, design, development, implementation, and evaluation. To better discuss this, I'll have this deeper definition of those. Before we proceed to that pala, so there's a specific quotation that is connected with my current topic. Okay? So according to Mike Taylor, think like a marketer. By the way, I am a marketer po. So invoke emotions, make it fun, sexy, interesting, and mysterious. So that they want to learn. Kasi nga sabi ni Doc kanina, in terms of learning, uh, it should be in the way that ma-enjoy siya ng mga learners. Kasi as we all know naman, kung boring yung lesson natin, tapos boring pa yung way of teaching natin, basically, hindi siya ma-absorb ng students natin. Alright? So, just like what we are doing right now, so, I am hoping na nakukuha ko yung attention nyo, and through that, getting your attention, guys, or co-learners as well, so, mariretain naman yung most of informations na ibibigay ko or isisip ko sa inyo. Alright? So let's proceed to the proper discussion. All right. So ADDIE model. Basically, it defined as instructional design model that has withstood the test of time and use. It is a simply device to help us see through a course design. Instructional design models usually used by instructors, instructional designers, training specialists, and plan and create instructions. Just like yung na-mention ni Doc a while ago, kapag sinabi nating instructional design, hindi lang siya for instructors, hindi lang siya for teachers. Ginagamit din siya ng mga basically, kahit, what you call this, kahit yung mga managers sa mga companies. Siyempre guys, di ba, nagbibigay siya ng instructions. Okay? Strategies, how to implement such things. Through that instructions, basically, nagbibigay na rin sila ng step-by-step procedures on how to create, how to target, and how to implement a certain strategy, so on and so forth. Alright? So basically, meron tayong, i-define natin siya na mas deep dive pa. Alright. So just like what I mentioned a while ago, so si ADDIE, isa siyang acronym for Analyze, Design, Develop, Implement, and Evaluate. For us to better understand this, so i-define natin yung bawat letter of this particular model. All right. So analyze. So first one, in analyze phase, instructional problem are clarified, instructional goals and objectives are established, and learning environment and learner existing knowledge and skills are identified. Okay? I'll go back to the discussion of Doc a while ago. Kapag sinabi nating instructional model, kailangan i-evaluate natin yung current knowledge ng mga learners natin. Okay? For example, nagtuturo ka ng science. For that particular, what do you call this? For that particular subject, alam na nila yung basic of human body, o human body, parts of human body. Then, tinuturo mo pa din siya. Technically, mawo-board na yung mga students mo. Okay? Through this analyze phase, malalaman natin na we need to level up na yung mga teaching topics natin for that matter. Okay? Kasi kung doon pa rin tayo magpo-focus, technically, sabi ko nga kanina, alam na ng mga students mo yun, okay? So technically, maboboard na sila. That's why need natin mag-analyze ng mga learners natin. Okay? So basically, meron tayong sub-4 phases in terms of analyze phase. We have development of instructional goals, instructional analysis, learner analysis, and development of learning objectives. Okay? So kapag sinabi natin development of instructional goals, so for example, sabi nga kanina, yung tinuturo mo is science. Okay? Then, yung main goal mo is to teach them what are the parts of the body. But, na-observe mo o na-observe ng professor na they already knew about the basic parts of the body. Doon na papasok yung learner analysis, which is the second phase. Okay? Learner analysis, since alam na nila, sabi ko nga kanina, we need to level up our discussion. We need to be specific na, for example, what are the parts of heart? Kasi alam naman nila na heart is one organ of the body. Since alam na nila na heart is one organ of the body, pwede na tayong pumunta sa level 2 kung ano yung parts sa loob ng heart. Okay? Then also, let's proceed now with development of learning objectives. Through that development of learning objectives, malalaman natin na through our learning objectives, masaset natin yung target knowledge na kailangan nating iset and kailangan nating i-pass on with our students. Alright? Okay, meron pala siyang definition. Alright? So here are the 4 phases. We have development of instructional goal, instructional analysis, learner analysis, development of learning objectives. Okay? So deep dive na lang natin yung development of learning objectives. So basically, it's identifying what the student can do after the instructions in form of skills, attitude, and knowledge. So, since na-develop na natin yung learning objectives, i-measure na natin kung ano yung kayang gawin ng students after ng mga instructions na ibibigay natin sa kanila. So, it really depends kung paano as well as kung ano yung subject na tinuturo mo. For example, balik tayo sa example, science. Okay? So, through science, meron tayong different scanning method or evaluation method for that. So we can have identification of the human body parts and also pwede din naman na through skills, pwede nilang ituro or something like that. So doon natin ipapasok yung development of learning objectives through form of skills, attitude, instructional knowledge. All right, then let's proceed to design. Design phase deals with learning objectives, assessment instruments, exercise, content, subject matter analysis, lesson plan planning, and media selection. Design phase should be systematic and specific. All right? So, meron tayong 3 sub-phases for design. We have design assessment, choose course format or delivery system, create instructional strategy. Let's deep dive muna with the first one. Assessment should be close to performance setting. Okay, let's go back with my example, science teacher. So, kung ang performance na hinihingi mo sa mga students mo is to identify the human body, at the first place, through the analyze phase, malaman mo na or kailangan na set mo yung goal na kailangan maturo mo yung parts of the body. Okay? And also, let's go proceed to the next one, which is choose course format or delivery system. So basically, dito naman papasok kung paano mo i-align, paano mo i-share sa mga students mo yung mga informations na kailangan nila. Based doon sa sinet mong standard. Okay? Just like what we're doing right now. So we are instructed to share informations through PowerPoint. Okay? So through this particular system or medium that we are using right now, so I'm hoping na nasa-share ko yung information sa inyo guys. Okay? Then create instructional strategy. This collection of lectures, reading, discussion, projects, so on and so forth. So basically, dito na papasok yung sinabi ni Doc kanina, yung prelim exam natin. Okay? So, since na-share ng mga reporters and also ni Doc, yung mga information sa kailangan natin ma-absorb and matutunan as well, so basically, doon na papasok yung activities, test, exam, so on and so forth. Then also, let's proceed to develop. This phase, storyboards are created, content are written, graphics are designed, and e-learning is involved. Programmers work to develop or integrate technology. So basically, dito na papasok yung, actually, ginagawa natin ngayon. So dati, naka-Manila paper lang tayo. Siguro naman naabutan natin lahat yun. Manila paper. So ngayon, naka-PowerPoint na tayo and naka-e-meeting pa. Okay? So let's have the sub-bases of develop. So create sample instructions, develop the course materials, and conduct run through. Okay? So creating a sample instruction, it may be a map, written instructions, or instructional strategies. For example, balik tayo dun sa example ko as science teacher. Okay? So, it's best kung meron kang pictures na ipapakita mo, ituturo ng picture kung ano yung specific parts of the heart. What are the parts of the heart? Left and right arteria, something like that. So, malalaman ng students mo kung ano yung itsura nung particular part na tinuturo mo. Okay? Then, develop course materials. Dito na papasok yung sinabi ko kanina. So, meron tayong mga pictures para at least malalaman ng mga students mo, lalo na yung mga visual learners na students, kung ano yung part na tinuturo mo or kung ano yung body part na yun, specific, something like that. Then, conduct run through, dito naman papasok yung parang pwede ka mag-Q&A. Okay? So, through that Q&A, malalaman mo kung talagang natutunan nila, kung talagang nag-retain sa kanila yung informations. Then, implement. A procedure of training and facilitators. Maybe you're asking bakit napunta sa training and facilitators. Let's discuss it a while afterwards. And the learner's development. Facilitators training should cover course curriculum, learning outcomes, delivery of methods of delivery and testing and procedures. For us to better understand this, meron tayong sub-phases. Okay? Training the preparing the learner, arrange the learning spaces. Okay, syempre guys, in terms of implementation stage, kailangan alam mo yung tinuturo mo. Okay? Kunwari, science teacher ka, kasi hindi mo alam yung tinuturo mo. Basically, baka may chances pa dyan na mas alam pa ng students mo. Okay? Kasi kung hindi ka expert sa field na tinuturo mo, there's a huge possibility na sometimes may mas maalam pa sa'yo. Okay? Just actually, would like to share my own experience. So I am teaching marketing. For that matter kasi, I'll be honest with you guys, hindi ko alam lahat ng nangyayari in terms of what are the current trends, what are the current uh, trends, something like that. Okay, what are the current changes in the environment? So, through that interaction with my students, nalalaman ko ano yung trending sa mga Gen Z, what are the trending in millennials, and so on and so forth. So basically, I do know what do you call this, the theories, the strategies. But in terms of the current marketing landscape, current trends of our environment, na-absorb ko ay natututunan ko yun through sa kanila. So through our training, malalaman natin kung uh, paano magiging equip ang mga professors, ang mga instructors, mga instructors in terms of how to deal and how to instruct and to share knowledge information with your students. Okay? Then preparing the learners, making sure that we have the right tools and knowledge necessary. Let's deep dive naman to right tools. For example, let's go back. So you're a science teacher. Your subject naman is biology. Okay? Then one of your subject or one of your lesson is about teaching the students how to use microscope. Okay? But the problem is, alam naman natin sa mga public schools, hindi lahat ng public schools are mayroong microscope. Okay? So, through that problem, ang mangyari doon is baka may mga students kasi, alam naman natin, may mga kinesthetic learners, mas na-enjoy nila and mas na-absorb nila information kung nahahawakan nila yung certain, what you call this, certain object. Okay? So, kailangan, as much as possible, ideally, meron tayong right tools for our students, our learners, to be equipped and to absorb knowledge as much as possible. Okay? Then arrange learning spaces. So basically, ito naman, as much as possible, sana yung learning spaces natin will be conducive, correct me if I'm wrong, para hindi siya maingay, hindi siya masyadong mainit. Optimal lang siya para makapag-absorb ng information yung mga students natin. Then evaluate. Okay? Evaluation phase plays an important role in the beginning and the end process. So, sabi natin kanina, sa letter A pa lang, i-evaluate na natin yung mga students natin. So just like what the definition said, uh, nagpi-play siya ng important role sa beginning and sa end. Okay? So meron din siyang sub-phases, pero dalawa lang. Formative and evaluation. Okay? So basically, pag sinabi natin formative evaluation, so basically, it is evaluated time to time. Then meron tayong one-on-one, small group, and field trial. Kapag one-on-one, so basically, ito yung pwede natin siyang gawing Socrates method, so question and answer. Then small group, pwede naman silang magbigay ka ng group activity, tapos i-gather nila yung information, tapos i-report nila, something like that. Through that group activity, malalaman natin na nakakapag-share sila ng relevant information to a certain topic. Then field trial naman, certain if in case your subject is more of, let's say, MAPE, something like that. So field trial, for example, kailangan nila mag-push up ng gantong number, something like that. Okay? Then summative information evaluation. So meron tayong reaction, learning, behavior, and result. Kapag sinabi natin reaction, statements that when asking how to agree or disagree. So for example, meron kayong certain topic. Anong iboboto mo? Something like that. Si pink ba o si yellow or si green or si red? Something like that. Okay? So learning, post test. So pwede tayo mag-achievement test, skill test, performance test, so on and so forth. Behavior naman, transfer of knowledge, skills to actual life scenarios. For example, bibili ka sa tindahan. Okay? So like actual scenarios, compute na ng bata kung magkano talaga yung niya, kung magkano ibabayad niya. So yun yung mga actual scenarios natin. Then for the results, these are the overall outcome. All right? Then let's proceed to the next model. So we have SARM. Okay, it is a framework created by Dr. Ruben Pendentura. Sorry for that. That recognize 4 different degrees. So hindi siya katulad nung ABI model natin. This time, mas pinaiksi siya. So 4 na lang siya. Okay? So let's discuss this ng mas deep dive pa. Alright. So SARM model, so abbreviation din siya. Substitution, augmentation, modification, and redefinition. Alright? So, kung makikita niyo sa picture guys, or co-learners as well as doc, so para siyang hagdan. Okay? Pero mamaya, i-contradict ko rin yung sarili ko. Okay? Kasi meron ding mga strategies, meron ding mga theories na naniniwala na hindi siya parang hagdan. Okay? Pakitandaan lang natin guys, kasama kasi sa discussion, si RMCM, transformation, kapag sinabi natin ANS is an enhancement. Okay? So for us to better understand, sabi ko nga kanina, para siyang hagdan. So SNA, enhancement, seasoning an old recipe, old family recipe. Kapag modification and redefinition, transformation naman siya, creating a new entirely original dish. For us to better understand, kapag sinabi natin enhancement, for example, yung family mo or yung family namin, nagbe-bake kami through pugon. Okay? So, ang enhancement doon, papalitan ko yung pugon ng oven. Okay? Yun yung enhancement. Meron pa lang small changes. Kapag transformation naman, so from doon sa knowledge na nagbe-bake kami sa pugon, ang ginawa ko, modified o transformation, pinalitan ko yung mga ingredients. Pinalitan ko yung steps. So basically guys, nagkaroon na siya ng transformation na, nagkaroon ng maraming changes. Okay? For us to better understand, meron din tayong definition for each of them. Alright, substitution. In this level, one form of technology is substitute with no functional change. Pakitandaan po, meron po tayong sinasubstitute, pero no functional change. Okay? So, let's have an example. For example, nagpapa-exam. Okay, alam naman natin, siguro lahat naman tayo nakaabot dito. Paper and test exam. Paano siya papasok as substitution? Okay? So, dati, nag-exam tayo through paper, papasok yung substitution with no formal huge changes. May exam pa din, pero yung exam, tinitake na siya sa mga tablets. I hope that's clear. Let's proceed to the next one. Kapag sinabi natin augmentation, in this level, technology substitution changes some functions in the task. Okay? So, unlike yung substitution na direct changes lang siya, wala siyang direct huge changes. Okay? So, balik tayo sa example. Paper and test exam. Okay, paano papasok si augmentation? Si augmentation, so basically, dati, di ba, nag-paper and test exam tayo. Ngayon, meron tayong, through that particular changes of, what you call this, exam, may mga, pwede na din tayo ma-exam through voice. Okay, through voice, kasi nga, di ba, naka-tablet ka na, that particular test student or yung nag-test na student, pwede niya na lang sabihin yung answer niya, then i-type na siya ng system or ng app na yun. Okay? That's augmentation. Meron na tayong changes na nagaganap.
Chomol.
Hello? Sorry. Alright, so let's proceed to modification. Alright? In this level, technology integration results in significant redesign. Okay? Pakitandaan po, meron po tayong significant redesign. Okay? Alright, balik tayo sa paper and pen exam. Okay? Paano siya mag-modify? So, mag-modify siya kasi, for example, yung exam is pag-create kayo ng, what do you call this? Essay. Essay for a certain topic. Paano siya mag-modify?
Chomol.
Instead na isusulat mo siya sa paper and pen, pwede mo siyang i-blog or ilagay sa isang, sa blog na makikita na siya ng mga several students or makikita na siya ng mga iba't ibang contributors. Parang ano lang siya, guys. Dati, diba, nasusulat tayo sa papel. Okay? Tapos ngayon, pwede na natin siyang ilagay sa Microsoft Word or Word sa Google Sheet, Google Word. Tapos, makikita na siya ng mga iba't ibang users. Then, through that, pwede na tayo mag-collaborate. Okay? Then, also, in terms of the redefinition. In this level, technology is used to create a new task would not be possible without the technology. Ang keyword lang naman dito, yung task na magiging kakaroon ng changes, hindi na siya possible without the technology. Okay? So, paper and pen pa rin tayo, exam, tapos paano siya mag-redefine. So, redefinition, si modification and redefinition kasi almost same lang siya. Okay? So, sa redefinition, doon na papasok yung collaboration. Okay? Let's proceed to, sarang pa rin pala to. Okay? So, in the first two levels, substitution and augmentation, video is used to enhance method of teaching and learning. Ito pala sinamarize natin. Okay? So, substitution and augmentation, kasi nga, diba, enhancement lang siya. So, instead na piniplay mo yung video sa TV, pwede mo na siyang i-play, i-send sa mga students mo to play it in their own tablets, something like that. Okay? So, yun yung first two natin, substitution and augmentation. Alright. So, let's proceed to the last topic that I have, Universal Design for Learning, or UDL. It gives all students equal opportunity to succeed. Just like what mentioned by Doc, so basically, itong mga learning models na to, ang may naka-aim nito is for the students. Sabi nga, diba? Learner-centric, student-centric siya. So, we are giving all the students equal opportunity to succeed and to learn a certain topic or subject. Okay? In this approach, teacher and learning offers flexibility in ways students access materials and show they know. Also, the goal is to use variety of teaching methods to remove any barriers of learning, building flexibility that can be adjusted for every person's strength and needs. Okay? So, before we proceed to the next muna, define muna tayo ng general term. Okay? Universal design. Kasi nga, diba, yung topic natin, universal design and learning. Before we proceed to that, define muna natin yung universal design. Universal design is design and composition of any environment so that it can be accessed, understood, and can be used at greatest extent possible to all people regardless of age, size, and ability and disability. Ability or disability. Okay? Kapag sinabi natin universal design, it fits or as much as possible, ma-absorb siya and fit siya for all kinds of people. Okay? Kung ano man age mo, kung ano man size mo, so on and so forth, kung ano may pagkakaiba natin. Kapag sinabing universal design, ideally, fit siya and ma-absorb siya ng any kind of people that we have. Alright. So meron tayong three main principles for UDL. Again, UDL stands for Universal Design for Learning. Engagement, representation, action, and expression. Alright, engagement. So basically, in terms of engagement, we need to let people make choices, give assignments to feel relevant to their lives, make skill building feel like a game, creating opportunities for learner to get up and move around. So dito lang naman, ang gagawin lang naman natin is we need to engage or kailangan meron tayong interaction with our students. Okay? For example, may topic ka for the politics. For example lang naman. So we need to ask their own opinions para alam nila na relevant yung information or yung opinion nila. Kasi kung hindi na value yung opinion nila, basically, baka isipin nila, ang mangyayari niyan, hindi nila i-absorb yung information na ibibigay mo. Alright? Then give assignment that feels relevant to their lives. For example, ang subject mo is science, okay? So, science, pwede ka magpa-example ng, pwede na gumawa ng activity, tapos ang gagawin mong activity is, pwede ba maghalo ang tubig at langis? Okay? So, through that particular activity or assignment, pwede nilang ma-enjoy nila yung subject na tinuturo mo. Kasi nga, diba, hindi naman pwede maghalo ang tubig at langis. Okay? Then make skill building feels like a game. Yun nga, parang since we are into engagement, kailangan, since mga bata, let's say, mga bata yung tinuturuan mo, it's best na yung way of teaching mo would be a more of like a game. Okay? Then also create opportunities for learners to get up and move around. So dito na papasok yung mga kinesthetic learners. Kasi nga, sabi nga natin sa third one, make it like a game. So it would be best if in case makakapag-move around yung mga students natin and they would have a small chit chat with their classmates for them to share their own knowledge and information on a certain topic. Then also representation. Okay? Representation, tama. Offer information in more than one format. For example, instructions could be provided in worksheet along with audio, video showing how to solve the problem, hands-on learning. So kapag sinabi ng nating representation, kailangan lang meron tayong mga variations of uh, how to share an information and as well as kung paano yung mga uh, directives, instructions mo with your particular students. Then last one, we have actions and expressions. So basically, give the learners more than one way to interact with materials and show what they know. For example, they might choose between taking a pencil and paper test, giving an oral report, making a video or comic strip, doing a group project. Okay? So just like what I'm done with my students in terms of e-commerce kasi tinuturo ko, by the way, so I give them the opportunity or the free will kung paanong content yung kailangan nilang or gusto nilang gawin. Okay? Kasi meron tayong different kinds of contents. Okay, video contents, static pictures, vlogs, so on and so forth. So basically, I give them the choice kung ano yung gusto nila kasi ano yung mas prefer nila. Okay? So parang ganito lang din. So students or your students, our students, we can give them the opportunity kung ano yung gusto nilang evaluation phase or evaluation method kung paano nila gusto i-share yung natuturo nila sa particular topic. That would be all on my topic. So thank you po. Thank you po, Doc.
Okay, so thank you so much, of course, no? And again, the principle of active learning is also a central to effective instructional design. No? Instead of passively receiving information, Our learners are encouraged to actively participate in the learning process through problem solving, discussions, practice exercises, and hands-on activities. Because I believe active learning helps deepen understanding and aids in that retention of knowledge because it requires learners to engage with material, think critically and apply what they have learned. Another as our presenter, feedback and assessment. This will be our feedback and assessment are equally important in instructional design. Providing timely and constructive feedback. Mahalaga yun, to help our learners understand their progress, identify areas for improvement, and stay motivated. Assessment can be formative, ongoing, providing insights during the learning process, or pwede namang summative, at the end, measuring overall achievement. When done effectively, feedback and assessment create opportunity for reflection and growth, helping learners make necessary adjustment to improve their performance. Another is the sequencing of content, Kanina sinabi naman ng ating presenter, The sequencing of content is another principle that instructional designers must consider. Content should be organized in a logical, step-by-step manner that allows learners to build upon their existing knowledge progressively. Sequencing involves determining what information needs to be taught first, how new concepts are introduced, and the appropriate level of complexity at each stage. Because, again, by structuring content in a way that moves from simple to complex, our learners can gradually acquire new skills without feeling overwhelmed. Siyempre, motivation is a key driver of successful learning, making the principle of fostering intrinsic motivation a critical aspect of instructional design. Ano po? Designer should use strategies that tap into learners' interest and make learning meaningful. Incorporating real-world examples, providing choices in learning activities, at syempre highlighting the relevance of content to learners' personal and professional goals are some ways to enhance motivation. So when learners see the value of what they are learning, they are more likely to stay engaged and put in the effort needed to succeed. Another principle is the use of multiple modalities to cater different learning styles. Ano po, yung mga, ako nung nag-aaral ako, kapag nanonood ako ng TV, kahit basketball yan, mas na-memorize ko, People learn in different ways. Some may prefer visual content, while others learn better through hands-on activities or verbal explanation, Because effective instructional design incorporate various types of media, including text, images, videos, and interactive elements to accommodate different preferences. So, syempre, by offering a range of instructional materials, learners are given multiple ways to grasp and internalize the content. The principle of scaffolding, It is also another important instructional design, Scaffolding. Scaffolding involves providing support to learners as they acquire new skills, gradually reducing that support as they become more competent. Step by step, dahan-dahan lang po, This could involve giving hints, breaking down complex tasks, or providing examples. As learners gain confidence and understanding, the level of assistance is reduced, fostering independence and encouraging mastery of the material. Another is contextualized learning. Contextualized learning is another important principle that emphasizes learning in context that are relevant and authentic. Relating content to a real life situation. Pero hindi yung ikikwento mo yung buong buhay mo, ha. Instructional designers can help learners understand the practical applications of what they are learning. For instance, pwedeng using case studies or kaya real-world scenarios can make abstract concepts more tangible, helping learners see how they can use the information in their everyday lives or future careers, Meron din tayong cognitive load management, Ito naman yung principle that address the amount of information learners can process at a given time. No? Because effective instructional design aims to avoid overwhelming learners by breaking down information into manageable chunks, providing clear instructions, and minimizing unnecessary distractions. No? By managing cognitive load, no? Designer can ensure that learners are better able to absorb and retain the material being taught. No? We have learner autonomy, no? Ang learner autonomy is also an essential principles in instructional design. Bakit? Because it provides learners with some level of control over the learning, such as choosing the pace or sequence of content, foster a sense of ownership and responsibility. No? So, when learners have the freedom, no, to make choices about their learning, they are more likely to be motivated and engaged. Because ako naniniwala ako, no, autonomy also helps learners develop self-regulation skills which are important for lifelong learning. No? So therefore, evaluation and iteration is a principle that focuses on the continuous improvement of instructional materials and strategies. So after instruction is delivered, it is important to gather feedback from learners and assess how they will learning objectives were met. This information helps instructional design make necessary adjustment to improve the learning experience. No? So, sabi ni presenter kanina, instructional design, of course, excuse, instructional design, of course, must not only focus with instructional design is not one-time process. No? It is iterative, involving constant refinement based on learners' needs and the effectiveness of the instruction. Again, incorporating these principles, instructional design can create learning experiences that are effective, engaging, and tailored to the needs of our diverse learners, whether designing a classroom lesson, an online courses, or a corporate training program. These principles serve as a foundational guide, no, for creating instruction that not only informs but inspire, no? Ang hirap maging teachers, di ba? Very challenging. So I think that's it for this topic.